In the village of Rampur, a heavy rainstorm washes out the only wooden bridge crossing the local stream. Suddenly, children are cut off from their school, and a sick resident has no way to reach the clinic on the other side. When a hyper-local crisis like this strikes, someone has to take charge. But who actually has the authority to approve a new bridge, distribute the funds to buy materials, and organize the physical labor to build it? To understand the logistics of that decision, look at this map of India. Each point of light represents a rural population center. There are over 600,000 villages in the country, home to roughly 2/3 of the nation's entire population. The national government sitting in New Delhi simply cannot monitor the daily condition of a single wooden bridge in Rampur. The scale is impossible to manage from one central location. To solve this, the government uses decentralization. Think of a school. You have the principal at the national level, teachers at the state level, and class monitors at the local level. In urban cities, these local monitors are municipal corporations. In rural areas, they are called panchayats. This design pushes authority downward to the grassroots level, aiming to give the people who live with a problem the power to solve it. The blueprint for local self-government dates back 2,300 years. The political thinker Kautilya wrote the Arthashastra, outlining a highly organized administrative structure linking individual villages up to district and provincial headquarters. In 1992, India formalized this ancient concept into modern law with the 73rd Constitutional Amendment, creating what is now known as the Panchayati Raj system. The foundation of this system is the Gram Panchayat. This is the village-level tier, and they handle immediate, everyday issues, like repairing that broken bridge in Rampur, fixing water pumps, and managing sanitation. You can see the system in action in this photograph of a Gram Sabha. Villagers sit together to discuss their needs with the Gram Panchayat. The body is led by an elected head, known as the Sarpanch, who works alongside state-appointed officials, like the Panchayat Secretary and the Patwari, who maintains land records. Through the Gram Panchayat, villagers have a direct voice in how their community operates and a dedicated team to execute those decisions. Some problems require more resources than a single village can muster. That's where the second tier comes in, the Panchayat Samiti, or block level. This group combines several villages under a block development officer to manage shared regional needs, like agricultural training programs or primary health centers. This flowchart illustrates how the entire structure connects. At the very top is the Zila Parishad, the district-level apex. It oversees all the blocks beneath it and coordinates with the district magistrate for long-term planning and major infrastructure funding. To see how they communicate, let's introduce a crisis. A severe flood sweeps through a multi-village region, damaging roads and displacing families. At the bottom tier, the individual Gram Panchayats assess their own villages. They identify exactly which homes are flooded and who needs immediate rescue. They pass that data up to the middle tier, the Panchayat Samiti. Because the Samiti oversees the whole block, they pool resources to set up central relief camps and distribute food rations where they are needed most. Finally, the information reaches the top tier. The Zila Parishad authorizes the release of district disaster funds and coordinates with the state government to send heavy machinery to rebuild the major connecting roads. These three tiers operate as a deeply interdependent problem-solving ecosystem. They allow the government to scale its response to the exact size of the crisis. The 1992 Constitutional Amendment restructured who gets to sit at the decision-making table. By law, seats must be reserved for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Furthermore, at least 1/3 of the seats, and up to 50% in some states, are reserved for women. Pictured here is Chavi Rajawat, who became one of India's youngest Sarpanchas. These inclusive leadership requirements have yielded concrete results. Women leaders across the country have successfully driven school dropout rates to zero in their districts and introduced sustainable infrastructure, like the rooftop solar panels shown here, bringing reliable electricity to remote areas. In many regions, this inclusion extends to children. This photograph captures a Bal Panchayat, or child cabinet meeting. Young people between the ages of 6 and 18 elect their own representatives and a Bal Sarpanch to formally debate issues that affect them. These child cabinets drive tangible change. They successfully lobby the adult panchayats, advocating for the construction of safer primary schools and working to bring peers back into the classroom. The Panchayati Raj works because it places the tools for community improvement directly into the hands of the people who live with those problems, regardless of their gender or their caste or their age. Think about your own neighborhood. How long would a broken bridge stay broken, or a dangerous pothole remain unfilled, if fixing it required a signature from a politician hundreds of miles away in the nation's capital?